I'm going to talk about the digital revolution which is being taking place. Now, these are some of the business enablers. These are the terms I'm sure you are hearing in various conferences, like the IoT, big data, machine learning. What are these words? I realize that people don't really understand these words. I try to demystify these words in simple languages. What is IoT? IoT is Internet of Things. You have got network of devices which has got embedded technology, by which they can interact with other devices or systems. When I say IIoT, that is IoT in industry. More of say Industry 4.0. These are the 8 areas where you would have seen the IoT happening. I'll take just a couple of examples. Say now you have got the devices or the equipments, car, computers, connect to the OEM. So before the actual breakdown happens, maybe before that they get indication and the company can take an action so that the breakdown doesn't happen. Take another example. Say the vehicle is going from your factory to the customer, and that vehicle has got GPS. Nowadays everyone has got GPS. But the problem is that GPS is not integrated with your ERP. So, but if your GPS is integrated with your ERP, if the truck is getting delayed, the customer can get an intimation from ERP that this is the time, right? So, this is how you have got IoT used, and the IoT can be used in so many other areas, facility management. If your facility wants to particular temperature, wants to be a vibration so much, and if any of the parameter going outside the limit, it can get alert. For the inventory management, we have actually implemented like you have got the inventory system, automatically retrieval and the placement system with the IoTs. Quality, these can be managed. Now, what is big data? Now soon you will have hundreds of IoT in your organization. Okay, companies like Kirloskar mentioned that they already have so many IoTs. Soon everybody will have IoTs. Now, this data coming from ERP, everyone knows ERP, so I don't have to tell what ERP is. It contains inventory, financials, HR, production, service, purchase, MRP. Data coming from all these systems, plus now you've got the social media and CRM, so many applications you have. And each of the applications generating huge amount of data. Now the data are very high volume, very high velocity. Now if you have got the actuator getting data from machines, every second you're getting the data coming in, right? And you have got variety systems. Now all the data need to be stored, right? Before any action is taken on that, need to be properly stored. It has to be coming from different structures. So there is the big data where your data coming from various systems. And now what is machine learning is part of the AI, what Mr. Kirloskar just spoke before lunch. He has taken the experience of the salesperson, right? So before the salesperson retires, whatever happens, right, they want the data to go inside the AI. So next up that they are using that. So it's already happening. Soon in 2, 3, 4 years, I'm sure SMEs will also use. So you should know what the machine learning is. Machine learning is nothing but it is a statistical models on the data which we just now save, and they try to find a pattern. I'll give you another example, interesting example. In USA, there is a large chain of the retail, and they have hundreds of stores and generating lakhs of invoices per day. They found out that on Friday evening, the invoice which happened, the diaper and beer, they are sold together. It is very surprising for them. What is the link between diaper and beer? So they found out on Friday evening when the husband is coming back from office, his wife, who is just a new mother, calls saying that please get some diaper. So he changes route, goes to the mall, buys some diaper. He's tired, he says, yes, I am entitled to a can of beer. So along with he buys 6 can beer. So then when they realized this happening, you know what they did? They put the shelf of diaper and the beer nearby. So their sales of diaper and beer both increased, right? So this is how this is one of the example. Similarly, this machine, the advantage is so everywhere they're doing the insurance, the engineering, Every industry now using this, okay? And analytics, of course, you're sure aware that unless you've got analytics, you cannot take the decision. This data from machine learning output is properly presented for the management to take the decision. Now, where is our SME? Now, these are the big words, right? Where do we stand today as a SME, right? I am working mainly with the SMEs. So, and I also talking with some of the members during the lunch. I find that most of the SMEs, they have computerized accounting, inventory. Inventory also only raw material and the finished good inventory. They use ERP for printing of purchase orders, invoices, challan, quotation, etc. They also get what I call the post-mortem reports. At the end of the year, they get some reports. This went wrong, this was the total thing. But I call it post-mortem because this thing has happened. Now, ab pachta hot gaya jab chidiya chug gayi khet, right? So your system should give indication when things are going wrong. It should help you taking the decision, not telling after 3 months, 1 year that this is what you should have done, right? So they are SMEs, the MDs, they are not taking the use of technology in the decision making. Just before lunch, in the morning, Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj said that 20% to 70% in the organization, they spend time on future. What is going to happen next? What are we doing? You're spending 10 to 12 hours a day in the office doing the routine things. You are not thinking of doing new because you don't have time. Day-to-day things only are not coming out of it. Right? This is the reality of the SME today. I'll skip some of the thing because we are short of time. Okay. So the topic of today's seminar is how to succeed in difficult times. I'll see from the SME point of view. Now, these are nothing new to you. I know you are listening to this for 10 years. Maximum utilization of resources. I'll take only material. Are you doing proper utilization of material? Now, material planning. Okay? If you are auto component, you get schedule from your OEM, or if you are manufacturer, you get record orders from your customer. And then, very few SMEs are using a proper tool for doing MRP. They are doing Excel. What they do, they get the orders from ERP, fed in Excel. They are expert in Excel. They take the, they have an old bomb. They think that I have got good bill of material, but they don't. Then they try to explode, they take the gross requirement, they try to find the stock which they think is correct, and then they try to find the requirement. Now this is fail. You know, since you yourself know the output given by after 3-4 days struggling on Excel sheet, the output given is wrong. Either you buy too much of material or just stock out of your factory, right? So you have to have a proper system where good MRP is used. Without MRP, ERP useless. Machine, man, you know. I'll take another example of money. Now, you may make 25 products. Do you know the costing of a product? Right? Do you know the current costing? Not the throughout the year. The cost of steel keep on changing, right? So, cost of raw material keep on changing. You should know what is the cost of my material which happened yesterday. The thing which was produced yesterday. What is the cost of that? Is it less? More? Are you in your control? Forecast. Do you know next month what money you are going to require, from where money is going to come, how money is going to go? Do you get alerts? Are you in budget? Are you able to control? These things your CFO is doing manually. He spends times, days and day out on Excel sheet. Again, you are not sure where the output coming Excel sheet right or wrong. Now, what Mr. Kirloskar said in the just before lunch was that we have to avoid human errors, right? He tried to make systems such that the new errors are allowed, but the old errors should not be allowed, right? And errors can happen in any of the transactions happen in your industry. Right from giving quotation to your customer, getting PO from your customer, purchase request, purchase order, inward from supplier, production orders, supply to issue of material, FG received, making invoice. Mistakes are happening in each of them. So if you avoid mistakes, your efficiency will go up. The rework will come down, right? Then there should be validation. I talk about then you get alerts. Instead of getting MIS report which people don't see, right? I'll give example of human error. You have given a purchase request to purchase officer. He forgets to give a PO, right? Then he is not able to, mistakes will happen, right? So what should the solution for SME? What should be your system? Your system should be proactive, should be alert, should be integrated, should not have too many of the applications, should be user friendly, should be affordable, should not cost 50 lakhs. SME can afford 10, 15 lakhs, they can afford, should not cost more than 15 lakhs. Should not require costly servers, so your software should be bug free, should allow the best business practices, should integrate with machine. We talk about the IoT, so your system should be ready to work with IoT. Mobile app, your software should be able to work with mobile app, you should be able to do it from anywhere. And then, what is the right time to change? As Mr. Bajaj said, it is cyclical. Up and down is cyclical. You should be ready when the system industry turns around. Are you ready for the growth? When there's a huge business, you won't be able to change your systems. So today is the right time to change your systems. Thank you.